So, for the longest time, I didn't think I could do this. I didn't think I could film YouTube videos, and I wanted to. I wanted to be somebody who filmed them. And I realized that in order to be that person, you have to just embrace it. When I think back a couple years ago, I was out of shape. I was drinking a lot of beers, worked for a brewery, smoking a lot of weed. Not taking care of myself like how I should have been taking care of myself, guys. And you start to realize, for me, what got me out of that rut was one day I woke up and I said, this ain't my life. This isn't how I'm going to live. You can't be that way. Especially if you know that you're better. Especially if you know that you can do better. You can't live like that. You got to get up and you got to do something about it. So I started walking every day. Just a simple walk. Walk here, walk there. Walk to the store. People, they think like, oh, you walking or whatever. It's like it's a bad experience for them, and that's why they're fat. Not everybody's fat, but I mean, for real though, guys, like a lot of people, they don't. Even when I had a car, man, even when I had a car, I would still walk places because I knew I had to get myself in shape. You know, you like at some point you realize you're either gonna get bigger or you're gonna get smaller. You know, and you don't want to really necessarily get smaller. You want to be stronger. You want to be stronger. So you got to do, exercises that help you become stronger. Now, I haven't worked out in probably like 2 days, guys. I'll be completely honest with you. I haven't worked out in about 2 days, but that's because it's been raining out here. I live in California, so uh, it's been raining for the past 3 days now. And usually I do my workouts at home, or I'll go to the park and I'll work out. But you gotta take a break. Like my joints have been hurting. Like my elbow has been hurting for a minute. My knee has been hurting. My shoulder occasionally hurts. You know what I mean? And that's just from running. I notice with running, if you're not light, you're just putting too much stress on your body, especially if you're doing it for long periods of time. You gotta be light or be conditioned. If you're conditioned to run and you have the right running attire, then you can do it for longer periods. I'm gonna grow my beard out, you guys. I'm gonna grow it full thick. And it's crazy, man. Like the journey is so crazy. Because there's a guy, I was talking about the people that I watched in my last video. It was a guy, his name is Ren. And every time I listen to his videos, man, it makes me really think about it. It's like, how could you be preaching about SR? How could you be blah, blah, blah. Gotta get serious with it. How could you be preaching about SR and not really be about it? And that's the truth, man. You gotta be about it. Me, I've been about it to some extent. But I'm putting myself out here because a lot of people don't tell the full truth. They'll tell you only half the truth. They'll tell you only a little bit of the truth. But when you really get down to it and you get down to the nitty gritty of it, I like using that word nitty gritty. Are they really telling you the truth? I feel like Ren is one of the guys who really be telling you the truth. Because you can just see it. You can just see his energy. Now, a lot of guys, they don't start filming their retention journey until they're like months in to their streak. Because like something inside of them awakens. They're not the same individual. That's how I felt when I was months into mine. It's way too hot. That's what it feels like, guys. I mean, I can't explain it in any other kind of way than you feel stronger. You feel like motivated to do stuff. And the reason why you feel motivated to do stuff is because you were previously doing something that didn't really get you anywhere in life. Now your mind wants that quick dopamine hit. And I don't care, what you guys say with, oh, blah, 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 it's fine to do it every now and then or whatever. Nah, fool. You can't be doing it every day or every other day. You gotta be free from this stuff, man, because it's like with any addiction, it's like you're drinking caffeine, you're smoking tobacco, smoking weed, drinking alcohol. Any addiction that you do, guys, like there's always that withdrawal. Now it's a bit harder to do NoFap. It's a bit harder to do SR content. Well, not SR content, but just SR in general, because SR is like serious. You're doing one of the hardest things to do as a man. It's not easy, guys. It's not something you can just easily do. It's not something you could just say, "Oh, I'm just going to make it, my lifestyle. Like I'm just going to make it who I am right off the bat." I'm showing you real time what it's like to go through this journey, guys. And it's not something that is lighthearted at all. It's something that is difficult for a man to do. And women, they understand it to some degree, but they're not in a man's shoes. They're not a man. They don't understand all that testosterone that boils up in you to where you're like, I need to get outside. I need to do something. I need to, do something or else I'm going to like do something else, which usually is releasing. And you'll notice like, this is the thing, like guys, like you'll notice that I'm probably going to get less joking. I'm probably not going to joke as much. I'll still be myself. I'm normally kind of a guy who jokes around. But you'll notice like I'll get more serious. My voice is going to get way deeper. And my beard's going to be thick as heck. It's going to be thick and big. And the reason why, guys, is because that testosterone that flows through you. My hair's going to look thick too. My hair's going to look hella thick. You've been depleting yourself, guys. You've been depleting yourself for years. For years. It takes about a year. It takes about 365 days for your body to fully recover from it. Your body's adaptable. It can bounce back. You can bounce back from a lot of the PMO and a lot of the, releasing that you guys have been doing for years. So being on the journey, being on the path by itself is beautiful. It's enough. It's enough to sorry guys, I'll always be making these videos early as shit, man. So whenever I be yawning, just know that it's early for me, guys. Or early or late, either or. That's just when I get the downloads. This is when I get the like codes. This is when I feel like I need to make a video. Is when it's freaking be like 3 a.m. or some shit, man. That's how difficult it is, though. You be waking up at 3 a.m, guys. You be waking up at fucking 4 a.m, and the Most High be telling you, "Hey, make a video." You're like, dude. It's like I got something good for you. Make a good video, and it just pushes you into doing that. And you're like, man, it's 4 a.m, man. I just want to go back to sleep. Most High is telling you, man, make a video. It's all part of your path, man. I feel like I'll be completely honest, man. I feel that working is going to change up the topic on this one, change up the subject here. I feel like working isn't for everybody. I've had many jobs. I've had so many jobs. It's crazy, man. Hopefully this tea isn't freaking boiling hot. It's not bad. Not bad. I've had many jobs, guys. I've worked mostly retail, so I have experience in that field. But then when you start to realize when you get a little bit older and you just worked a bunch of retail jobs and you realize you ain't going nowhere with that, you got to pick up something. And I feel like the Most High, He pushes you towards something that's beneficial for you. I feel like I be getting too many attacks, man, because you're on this journey. I be getting too many people trying to tell me, "Oh, just do it," or "I don't care," or this and that, or "You talk about it too much," or I want some people who are supportive. That's why I joined the community a while back, and it's helped me quite a bit. And you'll notice when you be relapsing, you know me, I like to ramble. I like to ramble, guys. You notice when you be relapsing, guys, is that here's the thing. When you be relapsing, you just have this I don't give a attitude. And not in a good way. Not in a good way, guys. I'm not talking about you're the shit attitude. It's more like oh, I don't care about nothing, or oh, I don't care about women, or oh, and it's temporary. You ever notice that feeling? It's only temporary, but sometimes it'll last. If you've been relapsing a lot, it'll be lasting, guys. Like that's serious. That's how you know that you're losing your essence. You're losing your testosterone. You're losing who you are. You're literally fading away. You're fading from existence every time you be releasing, guys. Like you literally are killing yourself, guys. Killing yourself. Don't you know that? Killing yourself. You're killing yourself, man. I had to say it in a Jamaican voice for you to understand. So it's really that's what it is. So many people they just be going off of what science says, and they don't really get down to like the other side of it, the spiritual side of it, and they don't really understand how deep it goes, man. Like it goes deep, man. It's not just something that you know. Think about this. It has the power to make a baby. The power to make a baby. And you're just going to release it and be releasing it frequently, releasing it like it's nothing. It takes a while for you to really build that up. It takes a while for you to build up good quality. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of food. You ever notice when you don't be releasing, you don't have to eat that much? You ever notice when you don't be releasing, women start coming around? Now, don't get me wrong here, guys. Like, when you don't be releasing, you get a lot of drama too. You get drama from people, but you get as much drama as you get as just good feeling. People get used to that energy. I think that's what Ross said. People get used to your energy, and it's true, man. Like you walk into a building, and you're imagine you walk into a building and you haven't done nothing, no PMO, no releasing for a whole year. You don't think you're gonna be different? Come on. You don't think you're gonna be a different individual if you walk into a building and you haven't released in 365 days? Get out of here, man. You're gonna be a whole nother person. That's the thing, man. Is it's serious. It's a serious thing, and the reason why they don't want you to know about it is because they want too many of these men to be weak, sassy, just gay individuals. It's like, man, there was a story that Dante Young was talking about on one of his videos. Shout out to Dante, man. Uh, he said there was a guy. He was gay, and maybe he was bi or whatever. And he was saying that as soon as he started doing SR, started retaining his seed, that he stopped liking men and started liking women more. And it just makes sense, guys. Like, makes sense why he would do that. Because that was his natural state. His natural state is to like women. To each his own, guys. I mean, I don't give a what you guys do. You gay, you straight, whatever. I don't care, man. That has nothing to do with my life. But I will say that when you don't retain, you're just not as much of a man. And think about this. Like, I got a friend, man. I got a friend who doesn't retain. And he says he's going to go to prison if he starts retaining. I keep telling him, retain, man, retain, retain. At some point, like, I think I'm already at the point. I'm at the point where um, I don't care anymore to tell him to retain. I don't care anymore because either you're gonna do it or you're not. You know, I make these videos for the people who do retain. I make these videos for the people who understand this path. I make these videos for the people who are really gonna be about it. But don't preach to deaf ears, man. To deaf ears, man. Because no matter if you've known the person for years, you try to hip them to new stuff that they really should be doing, but they don't be doing it. Maybe they're too far into the PMO, and maybe they're too far into the junk, to the filth. They can't escape it. They're too deep into the black hole, and they're gonna be spaghettified. And they'll have to come back to this life again and do it all over. And probably never learn their lesson. Have to come back to this earth realm and deal with the same shit they've been dealing with the last time, that they can't get over the lust on the PMO in. But it's going to be even more intense because it'll be AI. I don't look down upon people who don't retain. I just stop preaching about it to people. Because at some point you got to realize you're rare. I'm rare. I'm a rare individual. The people who watch this and who are actually retaining, they're rare. It's a kind of a lonely path. You gotta admit, it's kind of a lonely, not alone, not a lonely path. It can be a lonely path if you make it a lonely path, but it's mostly a lone path. Like, you're mostly alone. You're mostly in your hibernation season. You got to be alone. You got to be to yourself. You got to meditate. You got to not be messing around with girls to recover. And it takes a long time. Now, it shouldn't take you years, guys. It shouldn't take you years, but it can. It could take some people years. It could take some people 20 years to recover from what they've been doing. Other people, it doesn't take as long. For me, it didn't take that long to get over it. It depends on your karmic debt. It depends on how much you did it in the past life. It depends on how much you have built up, man. Me, I feel like my past life, I wasn't really doing this, and that's why I'm breaking free from it so easily. I wasn't really doing this stuff. I can feel it. I feel like my past life sounds kind of weird. I feel like I was a woman. And I feel like my past life, she didn't She didn't watch none of this stuff, man. I mean, obviously it was the past, but at the same time, you could still get hits of dopamine from certain things. So you could still lust and still be that kind of individual. But who knows? But let's get down to it. It takes time, guys. Like I've said before, it takes time to break free from it. And I think the one thing you should do, if you're going to do it, is you should get rid of all the stuff as much as possible. And then when you go to your room or you go to like the place where you sleep, make sure that um, you tire yourself out before you go to bed. And make sure before you go to bed, don't be thinking nothing negative. Think something positive. Don't fall asleep if you're thinking anything negative. Don't fall asleep if you're thinking anything lustful. Be in the mind state that you want to be in before you go to sleep. Lay down. You know what I mean? Get comfortable. And then just go to sleep. Wake up. And before you do anything, guys, before you even grab your phone, just get up. You can spend like a couple minutes in your bed. You can spend like a good like 5 minutes, 10 minutes in your bed thinking about what you'll be doing in the day. 10 minutes is a bit much. I say like 5 minutes to 10 because you gotta wake up your system. But yeah, just get up, think in your mind, okay, this is what I gotta do today. This is what I need to get done. Yada yada yada. And then bam, get up and do that. Just get on to doing that. Because in the morning and at night is the time when the urges come the hardest. The hardest, man. You'd be like, damn. That's how I've made it to 60 days and beyond. I feel like beyond is the next step. At some point you just get tired of it. You just get tired of the filth. You get tired of the grossness. You get tired of like watching that stuff. You get tired of talking to your friends and they talk about that stuff and you're just like, man, you get tired of it. You just get to the point where you're just like, this isn't me. This isn't what I'm about. People I'm hanging around, I don't really vibe with them. Why are they my friends? Why do I think I owe this person something? Or maybe why do they think they can still be cool with me when I'm on a different frequency? I'll tell you this, guys. Go ghost for a month. Go ghost for a month or longer. And see if anybody shows up to your house. That's the real one. The motherfucker that shows up to your house and is not wanting something, it's just like, hey man, where you been at? Like I haven't heard from you. Your phone's been off for a little while. Just keeping, just talking to you, just trying to not getting to know you, just trying to get to know how you've been doing, Like I was worried. If someone comes to your door and was like that and genuine about it, then you know it's like, okay, yeah, this person really cared. If you go ghost for a month and nobody hits you up, that's how you know you ain't got nobody on your side. You ain't got no motherfucking money on your side. So with retention, kind of weeds it all out. Weeds them all out, man. You gotta weed them people out. They ain't meant for you. Ugh. And I started to realize I don't need you don't need the people in your life. You just think that you think that you need them in your life, but you don't really need them in your life. How do you want to live your life? What do you want in your life? What do you really want in your life? You know? Start making changes. Start making changes for the better. And don't get weak on yourself. Don't get weak. Don't get weak to the feelings. Don't get weak for anything. That's about it, guys. Peace out. Enjoy your days. And have a blessed day. I'll be back.